Hey guys, what's going on? Frank Rich here from Rebuilt Recovery, and in today's video, I want to give you 5 warning signs that you need to be on the lookout for in order to actually identify if you are addicted to pornography. So I'm going to walk you through these 5 warning signs, and chances are, if you are dealing with compulsive behaviors with pornography and masturbation, or a true addiction to porn, you're probably going to have multiple of these signs showing up in your life, and perhaps you have all of them. Now, these are not the only 5 warning signs. These are just what I think can be very early warning signs to help us identify if we truly are addicted or we're struggling with these compulsive behaviors with pornography and addiction. But first, let's just address the word addiction, because there has been some pushback, both on this channel, but also on my podcast and just all the work that we're doing here with Rebuilt Recovery. Now, I do understand that clinically, in the addiction world, when it comes to substances and alcoholism and drug addiction and even behavioral addictions like gambling, that pornography has not been identified or recognized from that community. And that's okay. I'm not here clinically to say that, we're groundbreaking research, we're groundbreaking evidence, but I can speak both from my own previous experience and then anecdotally with the client's work that we're doing with Rebuilt Recovery, that pornography addiction is a real thing. And I want to define addiction in a very clear way here. See, in my eyes, an addiction is a narrowing of things that bring you pleasure. So as I walk you through these 5 warning signs, keep that definition in the back of your mind. Addiction is a narrowing of the things that bring you pleasure. So how does that tie into a pornography addiction, or how does that tie into a compulsive behavior? Let me walk you through these 5 warning signs and hopefully be able to provide you some insight, help you recognize if these things are showing up in your life, and then stick around till the end of the video, because I'm giving an opportunity to download a free book to help you create a life where porn no longer even enters into the equation. But guys, if you're truly going to overcome your addiction to pornography, you have to identify first that the pornography is actually impacting you in a negative way. So here's 5 quick and simple warning signs that you should be on the lookout for. Number 1 is simply you can't stop. You tried to stop, you thought about stopping, maybe you've gone a day or 2 without it, but you keep reverting back to your habits in your compulsive and destructive behaviors. Now, this is obviously the first step that guys has to take, is he has to realize that he has a problem, that his issues and his habits, behaviors are controlling him, but realizing that he has the ability to take control of those. So the first warning sign is simply the fact that you cannot stop. You've tried, you thought about it, but you keep reverting back to those old tendencies, whether it's a day, 2, or even a week has gone by. The second warning sign to be on the lookout for is if what you're watching, what you're enjoying, and what you're getting pleasure out of is continuing to get more extreme and more hardcore. This is a very common characteristic with porn addicts, is we start off with your traditional, heterosexual sex, a man and a woman having just intercourse, and then it just infiltrates. It gets to the point where what you're watching makes you think about the person that you are, your moral standards. These are not things that you would be willing to do to another person. So really be on the lookout, is if the things you are watching is getting more and more extreme and more hardcore in order to bring you the same type of pleasure. Now, the third warning sign that you need to be on the lookout for is, have you lost interest in sex with your wife, spouse, or significant other? See, going back to the root definition of addiction, the narrowing of things that bring us pleasure. If we're losing pleasure from real intercourse, real sex with our spouse, with our wife, with our significant other, if we're not getting the pleasure out of there, and the only way that we're getting it is through porn and masturbation, chances are you got a really big problem that needs to be addressed. The fourth warning sign is, are you constantly distracted? Are you constantly losing focus? Do you have the inability to really sit down and dial in and focus and be present in the moment? One real negative, damaging effect to the brain is obviously how pornography is negatively impacting our focus and our dopamine receptors. So if we catch ourselves, daydreaming in the middle of the day when we're supposed to be dialed in at work or we're working on a big project, and all we can think about is the porn that we were watching last night or the porn that we're going to watch later today, or literally stepping away from our desk at work to go into the bathroom to watch porn. Like if it is impacting your workday, if it's impacting your loss of focus and your inability to complete projects and complete tasks, once again, it's a warning sign. You probably need to take a look into taking control of your compulsive behaviors with pornography addiction. And the fifth warning sign to be on the lookout for is ask yourself, do I feel safer at home by myself with porn and masturbation than I feel in a real life human interaction? If you're so caught up with these compulsive behaviors and you're so struggling with the social anxiety and the guilt and depression that you don't even want to go face to face with other human beings, you'd rather just stay at home and watch porn for hours a day, every Friday night, every Saturday night, every Wednesday night, it doesn't matter. If porn is making you feel safe, chances are you probably got a problem and it's time that you need to address it. So that's it, guys. 5 warning signs. Like I said, these are not the only 5, and chances are if you got one of them, multiple ones are showing up in your life. But what do? Once you've identified that you have a problem with pornography or you have an addiction to porn and masturbation, now it's on you. It's on you to make a decision to step forward, to remove pornography from your life for good, and ultimately become the man that you were created to be. And that's what we help you do here at Rebuilt Recovery. So our coaching program, our Reboot Your Life After Porn Addiction, is open. And the best way to get involved or find more out about this is to download our free ebook. It's right there at the first link in the description box, www.the7thstepguide.com. Hit the link in the description box, download the free ebook, and then book a call with myself. And let's talk about your struggles. Let's talk about your compulsive behaviors. Let's talk about what your life could look like if you were able to step out of this addiction and ultimately step into the life that you were created to live. But that's it, guys. Frank Rich from Rebuilt Recovery giving you the 5 warning signs that you need to be on the lookout for in order to determine if you have a pornography addiction. If you found value in this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Also, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there and also turn those post notifications on so you are notified every time a new video is released, which right now we're doing new videos every Monday through Friday. So subscribe, like the video, download the free ebook, 7 Steps to Living Life Without Porn, and book a call with our team. But this is it, guys. Frank Chris from Rebuilt Recovery, 5 warning signs to help you identify if you have a problem with pornography. I'll see you on the other side.